Hi, my friend, and happy welcome to my third episode for you. I'm so happy to be here for you. In case you're new here, I'm Captain Falls, also known as Happy Lord of Peace in the Game. This is a chill podcast where I talk about gaming and, Land of Empires Immortal from my own experience. In the last episode, it was more about why I'm still playing this game after so many years. And if you saw yourself in it, then of course you too, right? So today I want to talk about the mistakes I've made because I've made a few, right? And who doesn't? This isn't a guide. This isn't me saying, do this perfectly. It's just me sharing what I learned the hard way. And I'm sure you can apply this to other games too, right? So keep on listening. You're definitely gonna like it and learn from it and just enjoy it. So let's say my mistake number one is trying to do everything at once. Right, already mentioned that earlier. So one of my biggest early mistakes was not being in the right alliance. Oh my gosh, for real. I remember how fast my first alliance was eaten up in season 1. Oh, I joined and I was constantly attacked and I didn't know why. Right after, your protection shield was gone, I didn't get it. I thought, why in the world? I'm offline and I am being attacked. Also, there was no leadership, no clue, and no good communication. But in an alliance, the leader definitely should have a clue and should know how the game works, right? So it was obvious that I was in an alliance which had no NAP. I had to figure out everything myself until I joined the big alliance back on server 57 named Moose. Who of you remembers Moose with Timon as leader? Oh, I want to know that so badly because it's been such a long time ago. And as soon as I was there, I was on the right track and learned what the game was really about. Absolutely. It completely changed. And secondly, trying to do everything at the same time to keep up with others, which I already mentioned in my previous episode. There was just way too much, and I tried to keep up with whales. I compared myself. Doesn't work like that, I tell you. And thirdly, I also didn't know about some details that change your gameplay and increase your chances to climb up the ranking in the arena, as an example. Nobody told me about it, and I didn't see it myself because it was, so little or so obvious, but I didn't see it until I joined the Nightmare Alliance NMR on server 39. That's already a longer time ago too, but I was flabbergasted that it existed. I couldn't believe it. And the fourth mistake is that I focused on all heroes at the same time and didn't know which heroes are the best in the first 3 seasons, right? As soon as I had stuff, I upgraded instead of using the shards more strategic. And another mistake, oh my gosh, which leads to my next mistake. Let's say it that way. And it was about equipment. I just played for a few seasons, not caring about my equipment, although it is super important. You have to know which equipment goes, and which goes on specific heroes and so on, because not every equipment is good for that hero. I'm now talking about I think it's a legendary, the yellowish, greenish equipment. until finally the red equipment starts. This is the main equipment you want to focus on as soon as you have it. Definitely. So, and the other one, I used my resources and speed ups in every upcoming event, right? Instead of thinking more strategic on which events I could be in the top 10 to get the best out of rewards. I mean, you definitely have to know that and think about it. And also, if you see players that already, so high in the ranking in day one, you can slow down because you probably can't keep up. And all that did was slow me down. It really did. And instead of feeling strong in one area, I felt kind of weak everywhere on my main account. If I could go back, I would tell myself, pick a focus, stick to it, ignore the rest for now. Okay? So this is also my advice for you. In my eyes, progress feels much better when it's intentional, right? It's a lot better. And another mistake, and this one's dangerous, is constantly comparing your account to other players. Always clicking on the other player's profile to compare combat power weekly or even daily during the Battle of Disorder or during the Battle of Destiny. Oh boy, no. Don't do it. I did it, and it didn't feel good. You see people with insane heroes, crazy power, perfect setups, and suddenly your own progress feels pointless, right? And you also see, wow, you look at that player is so far with upgrading the relics or the medals, and you see how little yours are, and you feel, ugh. But please don't do it. If you compare yourself, you can, do it out of curiosity to see, okay, look, I have to improve here, for example. So that's much better to do. Because, comparison kills motivation pretty fast. And we don't want that. We want to keep on playing Land of Empires. So once I stopped worrying about where others were and really focused on where I was going, the game became easier going for me with no pressure. Absolutely. Can you relate to that? Let me know in the comment section or click on like. Okay, wait a second. I know you're listening or watching. You can click on like and subscribe. So I recommend that you would do that too if you see yourself in it, okay? It's a lot more fun like that. It really is. Believe me, my friend. And I also used to rush upgrading buildings to increase my glorious level, right? I didn't pay attention on the right buildings. Oh, I tell you. There was no plan, no long-term thinking. Just upgrade now. I want to be a G10 too. And then as soon as G15 I try, but it's definitely different. You learn over the time and what matters. So later on, I realized some leveling ups are traps, and the span of time I used was wasted because it would have been smarter to invest it in more important buildings. Absolutely. Well, I learned out of it. And you can do that too, right? Share that with your friends. Pretty important. And this one simple but important, right? I didn't ask enough questions early on, and I didn't know about the Discord community or that there are tutorials on YouTube. That's why I was so thrilled to create videos for Land of Empires some years ago, and I'm still doing it, and I love it. I assumed that the game isn't that complex, which wasn't true. And I'm talking right now in the first 2 seasons. But alliances, communities, even comment sections. They're full of knowledge. That's also why I'm creating this podcast for y'all, so we have another amazing space to get in touch, right? Once I started asking in the big alliance I was named back then Moose, instead of guessing, things made way more sense, right? I started to learn more, and I also started to learn how to read battle reports better. I didn't know what that means early on. So what I would do differently if I started today. Now that's so important, and you can apply this to other games. So I would join an alliance on the server which is in the top 3. Because these alliances, usually have a NAP and eat up all of the other alliance over time. So this means if you're in the top 3, you won't be eaten up because they eat you up. You got it? And I also would, join the gaming community of Land of Empires much earlier and follow content creators on YouTube to learn from them. Spoiler alert, many of you already know that, but I am one of them. And actually, recently, I guess I'm pretty much the only one left. However, and I also would definitely use send off time smarter, okay? This also leads to that I would have, oh my gosh, wait, let me think. I have send off time. I said this, so have I forgotten something? I don't think so. Ah, yeah. And stop stressing about being behind. Oh, yeah. That is so important. So the game isn't a race. It's a long-term strategy experience with your friends and family inside of the game. Oh, I love it. And honestly, that's what makes it enjoyable. Don't you think so? I think mistakes are actually part of what makes this game interesting. If everything went perfectly, there would be no learning, And this is so important because you can use your brain cells in the game. No adjustment, no growth, no getting back on track. That sounds so boring. So, if you messed up, congratulations! You are playing the game properly. You know what I mean? Because you learn through your mistakes. And like this, you start asking in your alliance. You can ask the people in the Land of Empires gaming community chat on Discord. You can ask under my YouTube videos, and players, including me, can answer to that. That's awesome. Okay, so I would say that's it for today. Before I'm talking too much, we don't want that either, right? Because we all want to play Land of Empires and other games. So, if this resonates with you, feel free to share a mistake you made in the comment section or something you wish you knew earlier. I would love to know that. So feel free to let me know. And if you're enjoying these relaxed podcast styles video with me as Vtuber, let me know. I'll keep doing them for you. And if you also have ideas or if you want to know something specific, let me know. I would love to answer through a video for you. But wait, I know you're listening. And forget to click on the cute follow or subscribe button. So please click on like and subscribe. So thanks so much for listening. I'll see you soon in the next episode. Keep in mind, every Monday I'm uploading new episodes. So thank you so much. Until very, very soon. Bye.